most organizations have a process in place to collect feedback and ideas from employees. Usually it's the idea box. Maybe it's an actual paper cardboard box that's sitting in an office, in different offices, and people will drop in notes, and sometimes they'll hear back, sometimes they won't. In order to streamline that process and to really tap into the knowledge of your employees in the end, who know, because they are the ones that are the eyes on the ground for you, they are the ones that you often have the best ideas about where things can improve. We have the option to use an online suggestion box. Since we have an HR system, we're connected with all the employees, so we might as well use that for a reason. Now I've got 4 suggestion boxes defined here, each one with a different administrator, each one for a different purpose. This is obviously it's self-explanatory what these are for. Here's how we define some of these suggestion boxes. It shows me exactly what we're going to be using that for. I can describe who's going to be reviewing this, how are we going to rate these things, should this be enabled for all employees or is it limited to certain people, and so on. So everything is user defined. So first of all, we define the suggestion boxes. Secondly, we define the suggestion topics. If you're a larger organization, you might have lots of suggestions coming in from various sources, from many employees, and you need to be able to organize that and make sure that people are actually reviewing that and getting back to these employees to encourage them to keep giving you better ideas. So I just have a small list here, different suggestion topics, and again, they are associated with the relevant suggestion boxes, but you may just have 3 boxes and 10 different topics. So that's all up to you. You can see here how this is configured. Everything is user defined. You can even choose whether a certain box should be confidential or not. What else do we have? We have the suggestion box. We have the suggestion topics. We also have the committees that will be reviewing these suggestions. It may just be one person, but it might be multiple people. So, for example, if I want to look at my IT committee, I can see here all these people that are assigned to the IT committee to review the suggestions. Now, we have the suggestion box, suggestion topic, the committees that will be reviewing the suggestions. We also have the type of impact that we're going to be evaluating. So here you can see some types of impact that we're going to be tracking. Basically, we need to create a framework based on which we're going to evaluate these suggestions. So one last thing, if for those people that give a great suggestion which you plan on implementing, we will define what type of awards you're going to give. So basically, for the winning suggestion, every month, every quarter, every week, whenever you want to, there will be an award. And that can be monetary, in which case it's going to be added directly into the payroll, or it could be a non-monetary, which is something that somebody will go out and buy and provide to them. Now, so if this is the framework that we want to use, we'll go in here and submit an idea. I'm going to do it as Barbara, and right here I have my suggestion box. I've already suggested a couple of things. I'm going to do one more. So I've entered a suggestion here that we should look at getting all employees to get their flu shots from the Red Cross bus that's going to come nearby the office in the coming weeks. And I think the company should encourage employees to do this. So I need to choose what kind of impact this is going to have. In my case, I will put it under cost reduction for now, and I think the cost of implementation will be very low. Obviously, I have not suggested this before. Do you want to suggest this? Do you want this to be shared? Of course, that's the whole point. And the question is whether this is a group suggestion from a number of people or just from one person. I'm going to say it was just one person. So this is all it takes, and now I'm going to submit this. So my suggestion has been added, and what will happen now is that depending on who has been assigned the responsibility, you will find that these suggestions will be sent for workflow review. We can review the suggestion, put it in as implement immediately, and recommend a book as an award. And I will add this. So that's all there is to it. You could have had a whole committee, multiple people provide some level of feedback on this. That is all up to you. And so the whole objective is that you will have a standardized manner to track suggestions coming in from the entire company. You will review the information, and a committee will assess and recommend implementation or not. And then the employee will automatically be rewarded for that if that's the intent, and that includes having an automatic bonus added to their payroll without even the payroll people having to do a manual entry for that. That's the beauty of the seamless integration that we have in Interact HRMS.